Hey y'all, what's going on? Good Tuesday evening. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Hey Allegedly, hey Chakra King, hey Natco, hey TJ. Child, I'm right here listening in the bushes, listening on a certain person's channel, and they talking about things that's years old that stem from the Nature Boy sector, child. I'm thinking, what in the Willy Wonka is going on around here, honey? I was like, let me come live. I need to come live anyway. Um, for my nomads. Hold on, let me type this out. Child. And so anyway, that whole conversation that's going over there has been going on for years, and I am just not impressed. I said, let me come live for my people in case it's anything. If in case there's anybody that want, hold on, y'all. Here we go. In case people want to have a different conversation, right? Hey, Miss Philadelphia. So I'm like, ooh, child, I heard these things years ago. And why are people introducing a whole new set of problems in a whole new area? Child, I was like, oh, Lord, let me come over here. Let me come over here and do some. Oh, thank you, TJ. Um, let me come over here and talk about something else for a while. Okay, y'all please hit that like button. So I'm assuming y'all can hear me. Okay. So can somebody please, if you don't mind, type the uh the title to this video for me so I won't forget to talk about something? Because I know I get going and I forget. Okay. So let me go and get started. So for the past couple of days, um, I have been seeing a lot of ducking and dodging and deflecting going on every which way but loose. And I'm like, okay, what's really going on? So I know per the title of the video, the first thing I want to talk about is X, which really is sex, lies, and video and who shot the video, right? So I'm sure a couple of you guys have heard the other day, Brianna did a live, and they were talking. At one point in time, the subject came up about who shot the video when she was a Hey Cosmic Girl when she was coming out of the restaurant. Y'all know the video I'm talking about, right? So, um, you know, the China White got up there and pretty much, you know, they were going back and forth, her and Brianna. She pretty much roasted the heck out of Brianna. So in the midst of this, now I don't even know uh has it that Brianna heard in her mind. She pretty much started lying and accusing China White of taking the video of her coming out of the restaurant and all of this and all of that. China White did not say that on the video. After she got done with all that, she hid the video. Just giving y'all recap, right? Because we moving along. Because I know y'all done seen this. So she hides the video. Then she puts the video on members only. Now she's trying to hide her lie, right? And then I think that she finally put the video back out, and it proved that yes, she was lying on the girl. The girl never said she had more video of her. The girl never said that she um made the video in the first place, right? And so now I'm assuming she went and said all that stuff to that girl because she was deflecting, or she hey something sweet, or she wanted the girl to stop stop roasting her or whatever per the video or whatever, right? So So they get offline, and like I said, she hit the video at first, right? Then they go, Pizarro hits up the live, starts a live up, and then she co-signs what Brianna had to say. She said she heard China White say that that her and her man pretty much made the video. As well as Face Yaya said she heard it. Several people in the chat, but we know now, before Brianna privated that video, somebody had snatched it up, and people were listening to the audio, and China White did not say, that she shot that video and that she had more videos, right? And like I said, oh, and then Brianna started talking about people going to jail, and that she gonna do paperwork on people, and I'm thinking, no, I mean paperwork for what? Number one, China White, if you're doing paperwork on China White, because you said that she said that she's the one that took the video, well, that's gonna fall flat. Number two, nobody's going to jail for taking a video of somebody in a public place, right? It ain't like she was looking through your window, taking video of you through your window, honey. No, you was waddling at a restaurant, boo. You was waddling out of a restaurant, okay? And now I know why, Brianna, that you call yourself calling me DL or Deadly, because you the one waddling around, waddling back and forth to your car, child. And the other thing I couldn't stand was the fact that um China White did not say that there was more video, because I'm thinking, well, play the video. Whoever got the video, if there's supposed to be more than one video, put it out. Put it out. Because she already over there trying to scare people and threatening people with the law and all of this and all that. And I'm thinking, girl, put the video out. Ain't nobody going to jail for putting no video out of somebody in a public place, child. Make it make sense, right? Oh, thank you, allegedly. Let me put it up here so I won't forget, right? Because I'm going to forget. So, like I said, not only did Brianna lie about on the China White girl, Pizarro and Face Yaya and several people in the chat that claimed they heard her say that, they lied as well. And I don't even understand what that was for. But in the midst of them lying, now here's why I'm talking about this, right? Because we done discussed this. We know that China White did not say what Brianna tried to say that she said, probably because she was embarrassed. And number two, I don't even think Brianna know who put the video out. And I don't even think she know who shot the video. She said she remember seeing a girl and a guy in a car. The China White. She's been on a couple of panels. Making a couple of rounds. Saying that I don't have no small kids. I got teenagers. I don't drive a car. I drive a truck. She pretty much. I don't know. I didn't say that, right? And the video, the audio proves that she didn't say that, right? So what the big whoop was, I don't know. And then she also lied and said China White's man, want to, take a munch out of her box. And I'm thinking, girl, how could he find it? But this my commentary. Just my, y'all please the like button. This my commentary. Okay, I'm doing this commentary this late at night because I know y'all got tired of hearing all that stuff over there that happened years ago. That started from the Nature Boy sector. All of that stuff they talking about on that channel over there happened years ago, y'all, and it stems from the Nature Boy sector. Okay, that's where all of these crazies come from that are having that conversation. But a lot of people don't know the history, child. But okay, child. Okay, but anyway, move right on. Anyway, that's why I came live to give y'all something to listen to, right? So the lie was established. I don't see how he could eat the box anyway. Um, I don't even understand why Pizarro and Face Yaya and them got up on Intel on the spaceship lying and say they heard her say it and the girl going to jail and all of this and all that. I'm thinking, oh, y'all okay? So, but now I know why. So they went from faking concern. I made a community wall post about this the other day, right? They went from faking concern about Brianna being, followed and filmed or whatever, to having a whole cash out party, right? Because Bazaar was like, it's 1,000 of y'all in the chat. If each one of y'all cash out me $2, I'll be on, because it would be $2,000, right? And I'm thinking, well, damn, they done went from faking concern about Bigums getting taped to a whole cash out party, child. And I was like, oh, that was fast. That was real fast and real quick. I'm like, girl, are y'all okay? Child, I was like, ooh, ooh. I was like, But see, quiet as it's kept, things is changing around here. Okay. Child, whoever took that video of Bree is a Babe Nation. Was the only one. Oh, okay. Now you know what? I believe that. You know what I mean? I believe that, and I just wish that whoever took it, if you got a longer video, put it out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But Brianna don't know who put it out. But she trying to threaten people with the law because she embarrassed by that stuff and she don't want nobody else to put it out. So she lying and threatening and do everything she could do, right, to keep in case there's more video. And they was trolling her anyway. That Chucky guy saying open the door and all this. Girl, they wasn't doing nothing but trolling you. You done went all off kilter, having a breathing and huffing and puffing and all of this. And I'm like, girl, calm down. It ain't that deep, right? Child, just lying, lying. It didn't even make no sense. That they lying for it, right? But now I'm assuming, I guess because all like whatever. I might as well make some content out of it and some cash apps in the process, child. Because like I said, they had a whole cash app party. Did y'all notice that? If y'all seen that video, did y'all notice she went from faking concern and saying folks was going to jail to having a whole cash out party? I was like, oh, look at this. Look at this. All in one breath. Is she really concerned about her bestie at all? Question is her bestie concerned about her, right? So anyway, move right along. I just noticed that. And I just want to mention that, child. Reso Green, she doesn't recognize when they do this. But child, I couldn't believe that something sweet. I was like, don't you realize this dude is trolling you? Girl, girl, girl. Did you really think? But you're right. So I'm like, huh? Oh Lord, she is not even Tay when it comes to men, but okay, child. But she got so much experience, right, child? Nika teach. Oh, that we could talk about this. Something sweet. Thanks for saying that. I didn't put that in the title of my video. Okay, so the second thing I noticed, cause I just wanted this. This is just my commentary, child. They get mad about my commentary. Okay, but I was like, let me come on here and save my people's, child. I gotta save the nomads and the subscribers and anybody don't want to listen to all of that nonsense over there that happened between that Anglo and black folks that happened years ago. Now, why they even listen to it or interested in it is beyond me, because that stems from the Nature Boy sector, okay, which I'm not even gonna talk about the origin, right? So anyway, that's not my videos about this content that's going on over here. So fast forward, so Nika did a video yesterday, right? And so I forgot to put this in the title. Nika did a video yesterday, and they were talking about what that guy from that other sector said concerning a child and the mother, right? So that was they everybody over there was so upset and acting like they was triggered. Number one, that was simply a deflection, in my opinion. They wanted to deflect away from the fact that Brianna had blatantly lied on that girl. And everybody knew it. They didn't want folks talking about it, right? So that was a deflection. They don't care. They are not. They have been desensitized over here in the beef sector, nomads. They have been desensitized to people talking about people's children. It has gone on forever over here. Right now, I don't get on that soapbox no more, and I don't have an opinion one way or the other when it came to that conversation that they was having yesterday. Because they don't even lied on me, and everybody know I don't speak derogatory about children, right? Hit the one if y'all know that, right? But they even lied on me, I guess last year or several months ago, and said I said something derogatory about somebody's child, and I said, you know what? From now and forevermore, I would never take a stance on anything like that. Because if they would stoop so low as to try to blatantly lie on me, I was like, they got it. They got it. They got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just sitting back and watching now. I'm thinking, oh Lord, look at this. Look what's going on, right? So anyway, thank you, something sweet. I just did not appreciate that. Y'all like that. She said, I said, what? Uh, uh, Girl, girl. But anyway, so they on the panel. They waxing poetic, about that incident with that guy, right? And so in the midst of all that, they're up there talking. Now, I don't know these people's names. So, hey, View. Yeah, please thumbs up the chat, y'all. Hey, OG Beauty. Hey, everybody. Mississippi, some sweet Mika Red. Everybody that came in. Hey, y'all, please hit the like button. So, in the midst of all that, they're having a conversation. I think that girl, what is her name? Cooling. Cooling was up there, and they was talking about the Cooling chick. They lie and the whole chat. Yeah, be supporting the lies. Oh, nothing but a whole bunch of sheep, something sweet. Nothing but a whole bunch of sheep. They know the girl lied. Pizarro and them lied, backing her up. She tried to hide the evidence. The evidence had already been downloaded and was already online. So that she didn't have a choice but bring. She wouldn't even tell the girl sorry. Okay. I'm like, oh no, she didn't. Child, that girl said not only did she follow her, did not only did she not follow her, she don't even live in the same city as her. Like I said, Bree, I don't know who followed her. Okay, she don't know who followed her in the first place, right? But for as long as they film her on a public street, it ain't nothing that she can do about it when it comes to the law. She just saying it because she don't want it to come out. She trying to scare people with the law, child. That's what she trying to do, AKK, right? So anyway, so the just cooling chick come up there. Yeah, now y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the event they talking about the thing that happened with the guy, right? The just cooler chick comes up there, so evidently she had somebody that used to dox from her for her, and now the person is back, and they were having that conversation. I think the just cooler chick mentioned that he was back and he'll dox again for her if she did something happened, right? So anyway, the guy wants to hit the link to defend himself, right? And so Pizarro was up there, right? It was Pizarro up there. It was Nika up there. It was Fates, Yaya up there. It was Brianna up there, and some other people that I don't recognize, right? And so the guys wanting to click the link, right? And we know that Pizarro, she chooses not to be on the link, with um heterosexual men, right? So the guy wanting to come up there, child, they wanting the tea. I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but I'm recapping, right? The guy wanting to come up there, they wanting the tea, right? So Pizarro, they asked Pizarro, would she step to the back for a minute? And she said no. Now, mind you, this is Nika's channel, right? This is Nika's channel, right? She wasn't followed. She just was spotted out being Yeah, I don't think she was followed either. It really is a small world, and they happened to notice her, and then they took the tag. They rolled camera, child. It was on the public. Whether she was or not, it was in a public space, and ain't nobody going to jail. And all I'm trying to say is, if you got some more video, drop it. Okay. Period. Hey, Flo. Miss O, Big Bree shouldn't worry about who was fucked. Child. Okay. Kind to me. Anyway, so she said no, she wasn't gonna get there. Mind you, this is Nika's channel, right? Now we know for a long time, and also remind me to talk this. Now over at Tears of Day, let me veer off for a minute. Over at Tears of Day, people was calling her out. Now everybody, we've been listening for a long time. We know that what is her name? Pizarro, treats Nika badly, especially when it comes to her channel. At one point in time, I said that the girl was trying to sabotage Nika's channel, right? So anyway, so they was over there talking about that and said Pizarro, this is Tia's chat, right? Said Pizarro treats Nika worse than old girl treated Nika, right? And I was like, ooh, ooh, and she was like, no, I don't, and all this and all that, right? But we know she been disrespecting Nika and trying to run the girls, honey, run the girls, especially when it came to Nika's chat. We all saw this. We've been seeing it for way before something like this happened. But anyway, let me go on back to that, right? Remind me to go back to Tia's chat because I forgot about that too, as well as Brian's chat. I've been doing some things. I've been looking at some things, right? Dogs her out, cusses her out. Thank you, something sweet and everything, right? But she swear that ain't what's going on. I'm like, girl, or our eyes just do that be we be seeing things, right? They be wanting us to say that, want people to think they ain't seeing what they seeing or something. I'm like, oh child, what's wrong with this, right? And so yes, a weak B move. Okay, so Bizarre will say no. Nika asked her to step, to the back. She said no, she ain't stepping nowhere, right? And so they was going back and forth. And Nika still got her up there. The man wanting to come up. Nika don't know what to do, right? Cause she a scary bee. She a weak bee for this. Cause I'm like, girl, this is your channel. You always hollering about this your channel. Nobody can't tell you what to do on your channel. This, that, and the other, brother. And I'm like, oh. but you want the tea, but you scared to make a step to the back of it because she said no. I'm like, who the hell was she? And so anyway, she she says oh, and then eventually Brianna says, well, okay, so if he can't come up, dude, you can come to my channel and I get the tea, right? And so what? Pizarro still not stepped down off the channel. Nika knows she wanted to go, right? And then it took face. Yaya and Brianna had to tell Nika. Now, mind you, this is Nika channel. Brianna and Pizarro had to tell Nika. Y'all hit the like button to put Pizarro in the back, right? So they put her in the back. The guy came up and said, I used to dox. I don't dox no more. Blah, 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 blah. Bingo was his name, all right. And I was like, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. So he said what he had to say. And then he went on about his business. But it amazed me because she wasn't going nowhere. She said no. So how you going to disrespect Nika's channel like that? And Nika, how you going to be so weak as to, you really not, you want the tea, but you don't want, I guess you didn't want to get her mad because she said she wasn't going nowhere. And so the other two had to instruct you to put her down in order for you to get the tea. I'm like, girl, are you okay? Child. I was like, oh no, she didn't. Right. So that happened. So later on, Pizarro comes back up. She let them know that she knows she feel away about it, right? So on Tia's channel this morning, Pizarro, and this is the on strike part. Now we get into the on strike or iced out, right? So we moving it right along. So they happen on Nika's channel, right? Mind you, I'm red balling through a whole lot of because I don't know what these people are talking about at one point. Hey, Hypnotic Port, touch the dent. The dentals, the dent intel. Oh, you a mess, Hypnotic touch, child. That's what it seemed like, right? So, like I said, Tia did a live today, and Pizarro was up there, and they was saying hey, Kimberly Black. So they were saying, pretty much telling Pizarro that she treats Nika worse than old girl treated Nika, right? Back in the day, right? And she's disputing it. She's saying it ain't true, but we all been watching this for months. How she disrespect Nika, talk crazy to her on her own channel. At one point in time, I was like, oh Lord, she trying to destroy Nika's channel. Nika ain't saying nothing. She's scared to speak up about her own channel, but she got so much rah for everybody else, right? Just weak bitch move all around. Right? I'm like, oh Lord, I can't believe she let somebody do her like that. She did not. She said she wasn't going nowhere. Darling, there's no way. No, 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 no way. I'm getting off this channel. No. Anyway, why do the subbies have to miss out? Because yeah, her boyfriend doesn't want her up on the panel with men, right? Only gave it right, Bill, and not to mention, and then, I know that's right, Flo. I agree with it. And then it's Nika's channel. I would have put her. I wouldn't even have to. I would have told her, Pizarro, I'm gonna have to put you to the back, girl, so I can get this tea. I'll bring you back up in a minute. This, that. I don't need to ask permission. I don't need nobody to coax me along when it comes to my channel. Child, that don't make no sense. Make it make sense. I'm like, girl. So anyway, like I said, fast forward. Tia did a video. So Pizarro on there, they in the chat saying that, I told y'all what they were saying. She treated her worse than old girl treated her back in the day. Right? So that happened. So Pizarro begins to talk about she didn't appreciate the fact that Nika put her to the back. So that man can come up there and give his little tea when it came to the situation, right? She said she didn't appreciate it. She felt the way about it, and she was going on strike. And she for not forever. She just said she was going on strike and said she wouldn't hit Nika panel for a while or Brianna's panel for a while because we know Fake Yaya ain't got no channel, right? So she said she wasn't hitting either of those panels for a while, right? Now this was on Tia's video, right? So she said she on strike for a while, child, because she felt the way. She didn't appreciate, like I said, Nika putting her to the back so that guy can come up her and spill the tea. Now, I'm not understand what her problem is with that situation. It is not Nika's fault because you won't sit up on the panel with heterosexual men. And if somebody is trying to get some tea on their channel for their clicks and views, who are you to tell them that you're not going to step down off of their panel and now you feel away about what how somebody else want to run their panel? Like, makes that make sense? I was like, oh no, she did. But anyway, she said she was going on strike, child. She feel a way about both of them, right? Goddess didn't do anything to Nika, and she played Mean Girl to impress Bizarro and Brianna. She has no backbone, and I hope peace will make her cry. Child, child. I was on, yeah, I thought Bizarro was gonna go live and talk about it today. Then I seen she did a post and said she was gonna go live unlisted. What does that mean? And did she do a live at all and talk about it? See, I don't know. I don't know. Because it seemed the new thing is to run and hide, right? So what they doing, like Brianna, she over there. Now I thought she supposed to been started school yesterday. She was online all day yesterday, girl. Like I'm confused. I thought you said you was starting school. Make that make sense. But anyway, and then she said she was going to do a members only live today. Cause see what, and then the Pizarro said an unlisted live. I don't even know what that's about. But evidently the new thing going. Um, all right, she been running her panel. Why change now? Right? Is that well? I will tell you why in a minute, kind to me. So I guess people got to run and hide and talk ish about other people. Is that what's going on? Is that why they do the member only lives and they hiding lies and just all kind of and then unlisted lives because you got to talk about them because you really feel a way about them, but you want to do it in private. Like I'm confused. Like make it make sense. Child, mm. She don't have a husband. That man ain't a lick married to her. Child, that's what they say, Flo. She's been homeschooled. Backpack. She been, oh, you a mess up now. A comment. Everybody came in. So right. So anyway, she got up there and said she felt the way. Pretty much about Brianna, Fates, and Nika. And she said pretty much she was going on strike from their channels, right? And so what changes she ran out of people to play. I agree with that flow, and then let me tell you now, because she been trying to move on. If you notice, she's been talking about Bizarre. She's been trying to ingratiate herself over there with Villanor, and we know who Villanore's camp is in, right? Who what camp Villanor in? We know that, right? So she tried that for a while, right? So here's the thing. Now, when she was on Tia's panel, she in the midst of her saying all of this and all of that, old girl over there hits the link, right? And she was pretty much saying, I don't have a problem with you and all of this and all of that. Then before now, she been talking ish about this girl forever, right? Talking big ish, big girl ish, right? So girl finally done hit the link on Tia. She said, ain't nobody running, blah, blah. So she hit the link. They have a very cordial conversation. You know what I mean? And then the old girl said, we really ain't got no beef. And I came and the people that I came after, I don't have no problem with you. I made it very clear. That's right, Flo. She showed what's up. I made it very clear to people that I'm going after, and the people that I am dealing with right now are the people that I dealt with that felt like done me wrong before, right? And so they were very cordial. So I don't know if they make peace. It was all slithering and very slimy and snakish to me. But hey, it is what it is, right? So in the midst of her saying all that before she got down, she tells Pizarro, now I'm gonna put this in my own words because I can't remember. Thank you, kind to me. Child, I had to come on here and save some folks that didn't want to talk about stuff from the past and other sectors, right? So she pretty much said, they swiping you to the left, right? She said that Pizarro. She said, that they swiping you for the left. Now she didn't say who they was, but we know who they was. We know that they is Brianna and Nika, right? They're swiping you to the left, right? And she's like, I see it. I know. Now those are my words. Y'all can go back and listen to Tia, and those are my words. But that's what old girl told her, right? And she's like, I see it pretty much. And these are my words too. But that's the conversation that they had, right? I can't remember it verbatim, but she was letting her know that girl, they tired of you, Pizarro. Okay, they're making a choice. They're about done with you, girl. They are folding up their tents and they are leaving the spaceship. All right. They are going on to greener pastures because they now see you as a liability. And this is what old girl told her on Tia's channel. She said she see it, right? And so now, when you play stupid games, you win silly prizes, right, Flo? Now my thing is they've been using Pizarro for a mouthpiece for a long time, but Pizarro been using them too. We know we all seen it for months and months. They were all the tried to bully the sector and all of this and all that. And now, but let me ask you guys this question, right? Because I believe that they are trying to swerve her to the right or to the swiper to the left or whatever, right? Because they done had to make a choice. See, here's the thing: at the end of the day, Nika is always going to save herself as well as Brianna, and they have to get rid of Pizarro in the process, honey. Then that is what they are going to do. Okay. Now, but old girl that gave her the heads up, but she said she already been seeing it. I'm sure she has because they are all good at this YouTube thing. You know, and the only reason, in my opinion, that they've been getting along this long, is because they didn't want, uh, you know, um, want us to see them, pretty much break apart, right? So they've been trying it, child. That's right, and Nika and Bree. That's right, and Nika. Hey, Seven. That's right, and Nika and Bree. Uh, Nika and Bree, real friends. Well, I agree with you something sweet. See, what Pizarro don't understand is at the end of the day, uh, they are cut from a different YouTube cloth, Nika and Bree, and Pizarro should have known. I don't care how hard she tried to windmill or nothing like this and nothing like that. She is a liability. Okay, when old girl start coming at her about her being an avatar and all this and all that, and about Brianna, the whole bestie situation and all of this and all of that. Um, she came at Nika too. At that point in time, the mouthpiece was no longer needed, and it was time for them to kick her to the curb. Cause self-preservation is a must because they know exactly how old girl is. Okay, so that's why Pizarro is now a liability. Whether she knows it or not, I think she knows that because she been kind of, like I said, she had been trying to ingratiate herself with Villanor, and she's trying to find a new group of people to hang around. Right. Now, that new group of people ain't gonna fool with her, but I guess she tried it, right? So I get the only other people that she can ingratiate herself with is people from other sectors, right? But not this sector, not the nomad sector, child. Woo, child, we stand alone, right? And so, they have done too much in the background with her. So they have to take her out of they have to take her out a different way. Cause see, she know too much. I agree with that, Flo. She know too much, and so they're now. See, let me tell you something. Nika been ready to go in the first place, cause Nika knows she making her look stupid. Nika been ready to go, but like you said, they done so much. Nika don't know how to get out of this one. So I do agree with that. Cause she's done it to a couple of people, right? This ain't nothing new for Nika, right? As well as I don't even know how Brianna is gonna wriggle out of this, but child, she working on it, right? Once they saw they could still get an audience without Pizarro, yeah, when VS came back, they don't need the guard. Yeah, they don't need that guard dog anymore. You're right about that. Keep Pizarro came over and color with me. Oh, did she? We have to show your hands though. Oh, come over and color. You a mess, dude. You a mess. So yeah, honey, they done swiped her to the left. They trying to get rid of her. They're tired of her. She's now a liability, right? And I forgot to put that on thing about Tia. So if y'all don't see Tia's video this morning, y'all ought to go see it. So you can hear what she was saying for herself. But she now knows that she didn't know then. I think that after yesterday, it was really clear that Pizarro no longer had a hold on them, right? And so really, in my opinion, that's why she fell away. Honestly, that's just how I feel about it, right? Villanova days or a number. She keep hitting the oh. Well, now you got a point right there, Beach. That's a very interesting point too. Child, games is being played around here. Okay, chess moves are being made. People are fixed to be knocked off the board. And I'm like, okay, child. Now my thing is when it comes to Bizarre can't stand alone. She has to latch on to somebody. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Flo. Nika likes to latch on to people too. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, I would definitely be watching Tia. I'm gonna need to sub to. Well, yeah, you gotta go over there and watch that video something this week. It was good this morning. You can hear what I recapped for yourself, child. It's very interesting. I was like, oh, what, child? I think I talked a little bit about the other day that the spaceship was moving it right along. Okay, cause when it comes to the besties, um, Pizarro knows that her days of being a bestie with Brianna are numbered. Okay, she knows this. Brianna's going to come back up and tell us something with her and say she not allowed to be online. Well, now she's supposed to been starting school yesterday, but she was online. All off in the tea trying to cover for that lie she told. That's why they was faking that outrage about that situation with that man and that teenager and the mom. That was all fake outrage. It was disingenuous as hell, and honestly, it's very sickening. But not my circus, honey. Not my monkeys. Not my circus. Not my monkeys. Not nah. Me and Nika been wanting to get rid of Pizarro, and we got like they've been sick of her. They've been sick of it. But now she's become a actual liability because old girl is back. You know, and so yeah, this is going on with that, in my opinion. LOL, is it George Clinton? George Clinton. Who is George Clinton? Dopey. I guess you won't be allowed to be on the panel with straight men either. Who you talking about? Just Reed. Why? I told everybody in October what was going on. Oh, is that right? You did, Dopey? Child. Okay, so Um, that's what I had seen on Tia's channel, right? So we're gonna have to see how they wiggle out of the situation. Meaning, how will they finally get rid of Pizarro, right? My thing is Pizarro gonna stand alone with her intel? And here's another thing. Do you guys think now? This is just me theorizing, right? Do you guys think that Brianna or Pizarro, because their viewers are, they people are intertwined, right? So do you think the only thing holding them together is the subscribers? Do you think they're worried about who the how many intel she gonna lose because Pettyville gonna split apart from her? And do you think Pettyville is worried about how many subscribers she'll lose if they are no longer cool with one another? So is that the only thing that still got them playing? Oh, as well as Nika. We know Nika worried about that. So do you guys think that the only reason why they're still playing cordial with one another cause the sub count? I'm just wondering. Because that's the only thing that really they got left. Because pretty much the jig is up. Okay. Ugh, bow. Yep. Fake Yaya is there. Is she their mama now? Child, can somebody get rid of face Yaya? I'm sick of her too. She get I can't stand her voice. And I don't even mean no harm. Mm-mm. 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 I can't stand her voice. I really can't. She talk too much. She did her own channel. I think the same subscribers will continue to go to both the channel, and that's possible, and that's absolutely they're right. But as a content creator, I think that they're worried about that a little bit, and why wouldn't they be? You know, and so yeah, they share the same people, but most people will go with Bree. Only the hood rats will stay with Pizarro. Well, that's an interesting analogy. Do you think that they will all stay with Nika? You know, and so that's just a theory I had, right? It's just something I was thinking about off the top of my head. Very interesting, but they're still trying to keep up the facade, of the dynamic trio or whatever. We know Bless Watkins, she been done bowed out, right? And so, but they trying to keep it up. hmm So we gonna see. But there's clear friction right now because, like I said, Pizarro said that she was pretty much going on strike from their panels for a while. And like I said, it's all down in Tia's video. If you don't believe me, go listen to it for yourself. Okay, y'all, please hit the like button. Right. So that happened, but it's very interesting. Very interesting at all. So but I found it also very interesting that did Pizarro feel that things were changing, or and it just needed to be verified by old girl, or was old girl just trying to put a bug in her ear to cause more division? Like, why she come up there and play nice, and say that at the end before she got down? It was very interesting, right? So I was like, okay, she playing the game. I think since Bree is going to be school. So she say, she won't be on as much. She won't be on as much, but she did a what do you call it? Members only live today, and she was on all day yesterday. She supposed to start at school yesterday, so make. I think that whole school thing is a lie anyway. But time will tell, child. Time will tell, because everybody know when she get in hot water, she likes to tuck tail and run. Okay. hmm I agree with that. Something sweet. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I absolutely agree with that. I sure do. Hey Kim. Hey everybody that came in. We're going to get a gastric sleeve. She lying about. Oh, do you think it's what's gonna happen? Child. Well, I know she was talking about something about a weight loss center, or a weight loss journey, or weight loss something. I have to read about because I'm lost. Talk about yeah, but that's I mean, like if she trying to save her life, she should absolutely do that by any means necessary. hmm School. The semester already started. LML. She said she was gonna start school. Yeah, she was supposed to start school yesterday. That was the lie, Flo, for the slow, for the people in the back. That was the lie. Okay, that was the lie. hmm Can we have the link to watch? I'm not dropping no links, but if you go to Tia's channel, if that's what you're wanting to watch, TIA, type it in your YouTube search, TIA channel. Say TIA B sector channel. I think that's how I found it. Um, and the her channel will pop up. You know, so my comments might be off. Oh, no problem. Oh yeah, she probably getting the surgery. I mean, like, why wouldn't she? I mean, she's so big that her only option is the surgery, in my opinion. But that's just me. It's a lie with that school thing. Okay. Most of us if say quote, I will be taking classes. I'm going to college. I am finishing my degree. Going to school. It's for elementary kid. That's what she said. She's going back to school, child. hmm I'm getting certified, something like that. Yeah, you're right, View. It was a lie. What school starts last week in February? Child, I don't know. I was like, is she going to some kind of Bible college or something, or one of these colleges at some church that really ain't no college? It's just pretty much Bible study. Is that what she's talking about? Because surely she's not talking about a college or university. Because like Flo said, school started back in January. Child, I'm like, oh, child, but okay, girl, okay, girl. Even community college started back in January, right? I'm like, oh, but okay, all right. Yes, Nick is worried about losing Subby because of what she's going to keep Ken. I can share a channel if you want. Yeah, they won't allow links to I don't allow links to be dropped in the chat. You know what I mean? But type her channel name out. You see what I'm saying? If you don't mind something sweet. I appreciate it. Just type her name out. And y'all can find, like I said, if y'all YouTube search it, it'll pop up. That's how I found it today. And I wouldn't even know that was going on. I don't know even know who I was listening to, and it was brought up. But then I clicked on it. I YouTube searched the channel, and then I started listening. But that's how I found it. Mm-hmm. Miss O, I found it. Tia's channel. What's the name of? It's the video that she did this morning. I think it's her most current video, unless she did a second one today. So if she didn't do a second one, it's her newest video. And if she did a second one, it's that video. Then it's the video under that one. I don't know how. I really don't follow her, so I don't know how many times a day she goes live. But it's the one from this morning. hmm 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 So yeah, y'all can go see it for yourself. Yeah. I typed in TIA B sector. That's what I typed in. Hey, sweet and low. But like I said, y'all can go over there and hear that little tea for yourself. I'm pretty much that was a good video this morning, child. So before I get to my last thing, Brian had a video last night, and it went on for like 6 hours or almost 6 hours or something like that. And I was trying to red bar through it. So on that video, on Brian's video last night, it was a lot going on. So 7 stars popped up on his link at one point in time. The China white girl popped up there. Um, what is it? The flame on person popped up there. Uh, uh, some guy popped up there. What was his name? I don't know these people. But anyway, some guy. It was several battles on Brian's video last night. But the thing, some will say, some will stay with Nika, but the majority will follow Pizarro. We're gonna have to wait and see, child. We're gonna have to wait and see. I was just, trying to hip y'all up on game in case y'all had noticed what's going on. There's a split about to happen. Okay, you watched it. It was a mess. But did you watch it? View? I was like, oh Lord, oh Lord. I was tuned into Brian Live. It was crazy, right over G Beauty, child. I'll say, okay, so yeah, the China White got up there and she told her story. Seven Stars is up there going back and forth with pretty much the flame on person. The flame on person was sounding like a raving maniac. And I can't think. Eventually, further on down, the video, the China White is into it with that man that popped up on. I can't think of his name because I don't know those people. She was into it with him, and he said he was gonna drop $1,000. I guess if China White or maybe Beach, somebody cammed up. Um, and then she was like, drop the $1,000, and he wouldn't drop the $1,000, and she didn't cam up, and I was like, oh Lord, right? And I just find it interesting how much side chaos is going on. Have y'all noticed? R Cook, is that who it was? Okay, thank you, Seven. And I was like, oh Lord, and then Seven, that thing between you and the flame chick, like what was that about? I was like, oh Lord, she is really angry with Seven. I was like, oh, oh, yeah. And then okay, but anyway, the reason why I brought that up, the most interesting thing about that video to me, uh, on Cookie's Beach trick. Now, I'm glad you said that because let me say this before I say that about Brian. For a couple of days, people have been having a conversation about race, right? And relationships, right? I don't even know that woman. I was like, wow, that's a lot. She was out of order. I'm like, girl, she was doing way too much. I'm like, But anyway, that was just how I felt about it. I was like, girl, oh Lord, talking about people, mama, talking about things you ain't got nothing to do with that you really don't know nothing about. I'm like, who is this chick? Child, oh, good. Oh, everywhere. Beach go. Oh, is that right? Child. So, okay, let me say this real fast, right? So, for a couple of days, they've been having a conversation about race and all of this and all of that, right? I popped on to save y'all from the current race conversation that was going on that lady's channel because this stuff happened years ago, okay? And really, it don't even stem from the black sector. It actually stems from the Nature Boy sector, and so yeah. And so anyway, the okay, so I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Beach has been popping up, and she talking about her Anglo husband, and her marriage is a contract, and all of this and all of that, and she loved the brothers and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, girl, are you in a loveless marriage? Like, okay, so are you trying to defend the fact that you're married to a Anglo, or like what is really going on? Like what is it that you're trying to because every time you jump up on a panel, you turn that into a subject. I'm thinking, girl, calm down. Really, at the end of the day, don't nobody care. Like, oof, I'm so sick of hearing that. Every time she jump up on the panel for the past couple of days, that's been a topic of discussion. And my man don't say this, and my man don't say that, and Alabama this, and blah blah blah. Girl, calm down. You cool, but calm down. Like, what are you trying to prove? Oh, child, people be having whole insecurities about their relationship and stuff. I'm like, girl, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Child, oof, I don't understand. Mm, mm, mm. You just got invited to go to the juicycation. I heard that said. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. Anyway, I just had to throw that in there because I was just like, what is going on? But anyway, so she's been talking about that for a couple of days. But I found it interesting how Brian put on his cape and was caping for that Misty chick, right? Honey, Brian done said the Misty chick got bullied. I'm like, really? How did she get bullied? We are all adults. This is YouTube. So he wanted to take his cape off and wipe the wipe Misty's tears, child. I was like, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. I found it very interesting. His train of thought when it came to this situation. But we know there are several black men that love to cape for the Anglos, okay? The Anglo females especially. I don't know what that's about, but that's the most part of the interesting part of that video to me, honestly. I was like, ooh, child, bitch is married to a white man who don't live with her and has three biracial children. I don't know nothing about that woman's life except what she putting out here, but I'm like, oh, are you in a loveless marriage, child? Are you okay? What is going on? That's what happens though, because people don't talk about their marriages like that. I found it very interesting. People come from different sectors and don't know who they're messing with in the B sector, and it cracks me up. Brian is a sellout. Well, I just thought it was very interesting. He felt like that woman was being bullied. I did not, of course, and I really don't care about her tears or any. I don't care about her tears. I don't care about Beach's husband. I don't care about none of that. But I just found it interesting. But how they keep going on these crusades and stuff. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. They seem really insecure about their relationships or the choice, their choice of who they chose for a partner. It's really interesting. You know, when you think about it, it's interesting to me. I was like, oh, okay, that's okay. Do you? Okay, so let's talk about the last thing that I want to talk about is cruise ship sabotage. Right. The reason why I want to talk about this is because we know that Tracy is now saying that she is going to Juicycation. She's saying that Juicycation and Tracycation, Tracy MUcation are going to be combined. Um she put the cruise ship information on her page. And she's still talking about it. So my question was, is this an effort? Is she really going to Juicycation, her and MU, or is she simply trying to sabotage Jay Wilson's cruise? Okay. Because her and Jay Wilson ain't cool no more. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Okay. And I was on Jay Wilson's today, and I seen somebody when I was in the chat say that they are not going on the cruise now, because Tracy said she was going. I was like, oh, so is the sabotage working? Is it even sabotage at all? Is she really going on a cruise just cause she want to go? Which is absolutely her right, you know. If she want, But I'm like, is she just being messy? Like I'm like, ooh, and Jay Wilson trying to keep his cool about it, right? I was like, child, Tracy is letting MU play in her head, and I think she's just talking. I think she's just talking too, but child, who I think in my opinion, I think she is effing with Jay Wilson. Okay, but I don't know. Stranger things have happened. But oh, child, that'll be so juicy if that happened at Juicycation. Tracy got her party. Jay Wilson got his party. Yeah, the parties cannot be combined. Okay, the parties cannot be combined. But I don't know if Tracy's saying the vacations are going to be combined. But child, I don't know. Sound like sabotage to me, child. Okay. But like I said, Jay Wilson's trying to keep his cool about it, all this and all that. But I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. She is really paying this man back for whatever it was that he did to her that she didn't appreciate. But we're gonna have to wait our way to what, September, to see what really transpires. Child. Mm-mm. Yeah, now I heard on Dutch's channel, Dutch said that's hurricane season, and so they're supposed to be going uh was it the Bahamas or somewhere in the height of hurricane season or something like that. I was like, ooh, maybe that's why the trip's so cheap. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm. I wish him a nice outing too. Even though now a couple of weeks ago I referenced the juicycation, right? And he felt like I referenced his juicycation in the effort to sabotage his trip, y'all, right? I referenced the juicycation merely as an example as to the point that I was making, that I don't want to meet anybody offline. That's crossing my boundary, right? So I was talking about I would never do a juicycation, or a Vegas gate, or a DC gate, or anything like that, because when it comes to online is online. I don't want to have an event with people that I met online, offline. So I wasn't trying to sabotage his trip. I was using it as an example. Just I was in reference, not even an example, in reference to something that I wouldn't do. So he came on there and said that I was trying to sabotage his trip. I said no, he did. But now look at what's going on now. Somebody's actually trying to sabotage your trip, Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, you owe me an apology. It is not me that was trying to sabotage your trip. I merely mentioned it. But you ain't got the smoke, even the smoke that you had for me. You ain't got that for Tracy, and it's very interesting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So there's a hurricane season is life 6. I guess it's like 6 months after year. Only people who don't live in Florida worry about that. Child, who would pay to meet these people? I have no idea who would pay to meet me. You know what I mean? But people do it. Something's wrong with all participants. Child. Most of the southeast worried about hurricane. Well, hopefully, that they will be safe. Honestly, and I hope that he has a successful trip and everybody is safe. And whether even if Teresa and them, whether she just messing with him or she gonna go, I hope that all be safe. Because oh Lord, I just hope they be safe. Because they're talking about that's hurricane season. So yeah, she's talking about sneaking around them, getting shirts made and all, just sneaking around getting shirts made. Do what? Now I know she said she was gonna be doing some filming, you know. And wouldn't it be very, very interesting if she actually did show up? I was like, girl, go for real, go for real. Child. Mm-mm. 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 Now I don't even think that nobody would come to blows or anything like that. Uh, I think that they would ignore her. Like I said, their vacations, their group of people, that whole thing can't be combined. So he's still gonna have his group of people on the boat, and if she's actually going, she'll have her and her, party of people on the boat, but they won't be combined. They're not gonna. Jay Wilson is not going to agree to something like that anyway, and why would he? But he can't control who come on the boat. And honestly, is he really worried about it? I don't think he's actually worried about anything happening if she did show up. I think he's more worried. He don't want his trip to be sabotaged online because it's a long time between now and September. I think he's more worried about that. But as far as the actual trip, child, he ain't worried about Tracy. But it would absolutely be interesting. I think she bluffing. I do. But who knows? She could be telling the truth. She said she was for real. I mean, it don't cost that much, so child. But why you would want to invite yourself? It's beyond me. But hey, it is what it is. But that's real messy. It would be real juicy. I'm like, oh, juicy case will be juicy for real. So I hope our party show up. I wish them well, but I want our parties to show up so they can come home, get online, or even on a cruise ship online, honey, give us the tea. hmm These gates are really good. So this gonna be Juicycation Gate, right? Like, cause wasn't the San Antone Gate the last time? Jay Wilson he's had an event before. It was a very successful event. I didn't hear no complaints. Little messy things happened afterwards. You know what I mean? There's been a Vegas Gate. We've been talking about that for years. There's been a DC Gate. And these have been successful events. And it's a lot of tea that comes back into the sector after these events. So I'm looking forward to it. Hmm The Peabody, all you got to do is kick her, and I'm pathetic. Who are y'all talking about, Machiavelli too? Who are you talking about? Child. Tracy like Dovey and never like to messing with Dovey's cation. Child. So, Miss Dovey, are you still having your adult vacation on the cruise? Hey, Miss O, I have. You hope Tracy goes. Me too. Especially since he did all that foolishness with Dovey. And yeah, and her trip. Now, if there's anybody that try to sabotage anybody, I really felt like Jay Wilson was messing with Dovey and her Dovication. Okay, like I that whole thing was just not cool. So karma is something else. So yeah, and her trip. Be clear, we all know Dovey wasn't going exactly. I passed over there for joy. Remember she Remember she said that about his last event, and he was so weak. Oh yeah, that's true. Tracy did say she was gonna show up to San Antonio Gate and he had security. You right about this, sweet love. Mm-hmm. I feel Jay Wilson owes Dovey to get his lick back. Dovey came in this sector lying on Jay Wilson and has never stopped. I really don't blame him. Really? That's interesting. Says Tree, it's a lady in her claiming she can fight. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm behind in the chat, y'all. Remember people Tracy punked him before? Child. Tracy know how to get Jay Wilson back the long way, don't she, y'all? That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like to me. But I hope she go for real, because that'll be very interesting. Like that too said, I don't know you. I had never seen you in the sector. It's almost 4 years, so stop it. Oh, I guess he talking to. So you, Machiavelli, you and Chlorio having a fight? Okay, but anyway, uh, is there anything else that I saw? I think that's it, y'all. I just wanted to come, and give my little commentary on the tea that I had been witnessing around here. Y'all are gonna have to check out those videos for yourself. These are my theories. Y'all know people be getting mad at my commentary, but my commentary is just my commentary, chat. But these are the things that I have been noticing. I'm sure you guys have too. Um, but as far as the other conversation that was going on over there, I'm like, oh Lord, I cannot. Let me come over here and give my nomad something to listen to, child. Let me give my nomad something to listen to. Yeah, she do, especially when she start threatening. Ooh, child. Ooh, oh, she been threatening more. Oh my goodness. Mm, I don't know what that's about, but we're gonna have to wait and see. So we got a couple of things to look out for, nomads and the other people. Like I said, if you want to donate to my channel because you like my content, my cash app is $OracleSpeaks. I appreciate you guys' support. You guys have really been showing me love. Um, and I appreciate it. We appreciate it. This nomad greatly appreciates your support. And so yeah, but I like I said, these are the things that I have been noticing. Um, Pawns are being moved around the game, and it's very interesting. hmm But when I see something that I want to come back on here and give my commentary about, that is what I'm going to do. Mm. It's what? Get real. Who are you? What do you mean 4 years? Oh, mm. Hey, Miss B Town Hester. Her, and if you guys came in late, please red ball back the video. I would greatly appreciate it. I try to hit on all the videos that I saw today. They were very interesting. Also found it. This is my recap. I also found it very interesting how a lot of folks around here don't want to talk about the fact that Brianna straight up lied and got caught in her lie when it came to the China girl. Brianna don't know who took the video. When it's driving her crazy, so she's just throwing it out there. She lied on the China girl. You know what I mean? So she's just throwing it out there. She want to bully people with the law into dropping not dropping any more videotape. I was hoping that the China white girl really did do it, and I was hoping that she really did have more video, but that's unfortunate. So we don't know. Um, so we don't know if there is any more tape out there or not. Um, you know. So yeah, but I don't feel sorry for her at all, cause that's what she get, cause she talked too much. But you can't intimidate everybody with the law, and ain't nobody going to jail for taping somebody on a public street, pretty much. So I don't know where it came from, and but you know, a lot of people don't know that that's a lie, and so if she can scare people out of dropping the tape, that's what she's hoping to do. Okay, you know what I mean? And so, mm. And again, this is trying to read this. Miss O allows Wu banging child. What is what? I don't even know. I don't know who you guys, why you guys are into it, but oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. Anyway, I don't usually come live this late, but child, you know it's been live after live, and after I watched the repetitiveness of that last video, because that is old content. That is a old situation. Why it's being rehashed, I don't know. But any chance these people get to rehash that nonsense that stemmed from the Nature Boy segment, that they will be more than happy to do it. And I was like, oh, I'm trying to listen to this. Let me go live and give my Nomads something to listen to, child, and my subscribers. If even if you ain't a Nomad, even just to get clicked on because you want to hear something different, child, I appreciate it. Thank you. Because I got tired of hearing that nonsense. I'm like, ooh, child. And a lot of people, it's the first time a lot of people heard of it, but I've been hearing about it for years. Okay. The girl lies to herself. She thinks she wears a size 8 top. Oh, you got that right, sweet and low. Ooh, but evidently. Now, see, let me tell y'all something. And this is not even a drag or a roast. Part of the reason why I make some of the comments that I do about Brianna is because at the end of the day, the girl is young, and I would really like for her to save her own life. And that is not no roast and no gag or no drag. I really would, at the end of the day, like her to save her own life, you know. But she says she's going to start a weight loss journey, and so hopefully that's what she's going to do. Okay, sure. Ain't nobody coming to a dead channel unless you throwing a repass for whose channel is dead. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Good evening, Michi. But I hope that you guys, if you came in late, please red ball it back. You know, I love my replayers, my replay people. The replay gang is very important to me. You know what I mean? And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all listening to me. I wish I could stay on longer. I covered all my topics. Thanks allegedly for putting my title in there. Um, yeah, and I don't even know if you guys have seen all those videos that I mentioned, but I hope that you will go check them out now because it was good content on the videos that I saw. Okay, that I talked about today. And so we just gonna have to, Nomads, we just gonna have to sit on our camel humps, child, drink our water sparingly and watch. Okay. And watch. And see what's going on. Hey Claude, you came in late, Claude. Oh, you didn't get the notifications. I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised, Cloud. A lot of people say they don't get the notification. But thanks for coming at the end. Please be part of the replay game. You know. But anyway, I gotta go. It's 8 o'clock. I don't usually come on this late, but child, I had to get it in where I could get it in, child. Okay. I want to get my commentary, child, on what I done seen, child. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Thanks, Cloud. Thank you, Machiavelli too. See you later, Miss O. Sorry. Oh, no problem. No problem. That's between you and Chlorio. Ain't got nothing to do with me, child. Nothing at all. Mm-mm. 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 But anyway, y'all have a nice rest of y'all night. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. Please hit that subscribe button if you would, if you like my content. Please hit that cash app if you want to support the channel. We know Mads greatly appreciate it. Please hit that membership button. And y'all, we're gonna have to have a comment. Before I leave, does anybody know? Is it possible to do a members only live from your phone? Is that possible? I mean, I I don't know, but a lot of people are um well, we talked about that members only lives and them unlisted lives, okay? Because we got a lot of weak people around here, okay, and that's why they go behind the wall of the members only or the unlisted or whatever the girl said she was gonna do to talk crap about people because they're weak and they don't want to say it in public, okay? Hmm. Hmm. I know that's right, sweet and low. Mm-mm. But anyway, I gotta go. That was just a question. I was wondering about that. If anybody knows the answer to that questions about the member only lives, please put it in the comment section below. Um, I really, yeah, there's a link, Chlorio, that they be dropping, but I don't know nothing about that either. I don't. But thanks for even considering it. You know what I mean? Hmm. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. You guys be safe. You guys have a wonderful day tomorrow. Okay, be safe. All right, watch your back, watch your front, watch your sides, your up and your down, especially when it comes to these streets out here, because honey, they are dangerous. Sometimes you gotta have on a protective vest around you. You absolutely always have to have a thick skin, child. And if they don't like you in their sector, start your own. Okay. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye bye. Peace.